Hi, my name is Amy. Thank you very much for watching. Let's make some bad financial decisions together. This is for entertainment purposes only, so if you're entertained, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And my dogs just started barking about nothing, so enjoy that too. So, what are you all buying? What have you bought during this day? I have been for a really long time been clicking into those type of videos that say like, if you buy this one stock, you'll be able to retire. If you spend $500 on this stock, it'll surpass your day job and whatever. And nobody ever really says like the time horizon or how much money you'd have to invest to make those dreams come true. But the what they're all getting at is like, these are the stocks that are about to explode, and that you should definitely put your money in this really risky single stock and get all the riches. So if I had to take a guess, and based off of my own portfolio and how I'm actually acting, MSTR and MicroStrategy is my bet going into the beginning of 2025. And the reasons are numerous. They got into the NASDAQ 100, which means starting on Monday, December 23rd, institutions are going to start buying MicroStrategy to include in their index. Then Michael Saylor's actually been selling shares at the market, which has been suppressing the price for this last week. So they announced that they're going to stop doing that for now. So hopefully, when we get past this dip, it'll start going back to life. And then I don't believe that Bitcoin is finished with its rally for this cycle. So MicroStrategy will also enjoy that. Then in March, the new accounting rules that went into effect on December 15th, March is going to be the first time that they'll be able to record Bitcoin as in the fair market value, because before it was just like the expense of buying the Bitcoin, but now it's what is Bitcoin worth right now. So I think that'll give MicroStrategy a really big boost in what the valuation of the company. So all of those things combined means that I think that it's a pretty safe bet to invest in MicroStrategy, but I like to be risky. So I have a bunch of puts and calls on MSTU, which just did its forward split. So each stock right now is at $10. And for me, that's perfect because each contract is 100 shares. That means it's $1,000 per contract, which is why I've been dipping into my margin buffer. And I bought a few more, or I sold some puts to get into having the stock for MSTU, because I really am trying to get the $500 a month so that I can pay off my credit card in a reasonable amount of time. But I think, I'm scaling that back, but that's a whole different discussion. But long story short, MicroStrategy, I think, hopefully none of us live to regret that. And because the institutions are buying MicroStrategy and they're included in all the indexes, and Triple Q is traded on the daily, hopefully that means even during the bear market, MicroStrategy itself doesn't lose a bunch of its implied volatility. So if it still has high implied volatility during the bear market, there will still be money to be made through MicroStrategy, even if Bitcoin is not doing so well. So that's why I'm going through I'm leaning in my taxable brokerage account towards MicroStrategy rather than Bitcoin. So yeah, I just, there are some other things that I think are interesting and are along the same vein. Like, I am really, really, really curious about SEPI and how that's going to pan out. So I have one share and we will just see how it does. I think, there's a dip, so all of these double and triple levers, now is a great time to get into them when there's a dip, because you'll have a better cost basis and get more more capital. you'll have a higher profit, basically. But I like the Mag X, which is the 2X of the Mag 7. And if I had enough money, I would just purchase the Mag 7 myself. But this is an index that automatically rebalances and looks for the next Mag 7 if one of them has a really big fall from grace. But today I wound up buying some TSYY and TSYY. And you might be wondering, what the heck is TSYY? It is Granite Shares Yield Boost ETF, and they only came out with TSYY as far as I can find and I'm aware. And nobody has learned any lessons about Tesla being the first of your fund. And so because of the dip, I was hoping that this would be a good bottom to buy TSYY, because I do want a 2X and I do want high income. And I think if you go down to they have the distributions here, I don't think these are real numbers. It's only been out since yesterday, December the 18th. But it does say that the first X-date is on December 27th, which means that the first, it'll be the Thursday after Christmas. Does this say that it's a weekly or is it monthly? It distributes monthly, so it doesn't make sense for it. If it had the inception date on December 18th, it wouldn't make sense for it to have its first distribution at the end of the month, because that's not enough time, but we will see. But that 2X is both 2X up and 2X down, but it's not usually actually 2% down. It's usually a little bit less. And that if you keep it in here for multiple days, it's not going to be 2 times, but it is going to be 1x something. So I'm not sure if people are supposed to be trading these and profit ripping, or are they supposed to just stay in the fund and that way they can sell their puts and give everybody extremely good premium. So we'll see how this goes, if this winds up being popular enough that you get trading volume and then the options become good. So if you had a 2X that, it in the good times you have more money, but in the bad times you just get a 60% distribution, that's fine. So I think that for TSYY, it should actually be a really, really small portion of your portfolio, 1% tops. But we will see, because this also has the potential to give you really good results, because it's a 2X leverage, so you get bigger premiums. And then like, you have limited upside, but it's 2x, so it moves up more. So maybe your NAV erosion won't be so bad. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I've been so excited about Yield Boost. So excited about Yield Boost that I started doing my own options, because I do want to run options off of leveraged ETFs, but now they're doing it and it's on Tesla. But, a lot of people do like Tesla, and it's had... I might not be like a Tesla bro, but I do believe that it's going to have a good run in 2025, so that could be enough. But yeah, if I had the money and I had like $10,000, I would be buying so much right now. But because I had a lot of things, a lot of options open, I just don't have the liquidity right now. I don't know if we're going to have the government, if it's going to be shut down, and how that affects me is that my tenant is actually a government worker, so I don't know if they're actually going to be able to pay in January or February, so I don't want to be taking money out of my checking account that I need in order to pay my regular bills, because my pet insurance just came in and that was like $2,000, so I don't really want to be messing with that. But so far, so good with my margin. I still have like a $5,000 buffer. I don't really want to be going lower than that. For like, usually I have a $10,000 buffer, so I actually put out a few more puts to make that a smaller buffer. But hopefully it'll stop dipping at some point, and we'll start getting the benefits of buying into the dip at some point. So what are you in, and what is your opinion about Yield Boost? And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.